You're listening to Jonesy's Jukebox, KLOS. That was the Winkies, track called Twilight Masquerade. Before that was Weather Report, Birdland. Beautiful. Jim Jarmusch is in the studio. How are you, Jim?
Pretty good. Thanks for having me.
Did I say your name right?
It doesn't matter. My family says Jarmusch, but people have called me lots of worse things.
But was I in the ballpark?
Yeah, although, we say Jarmusch rather than Jarmusch.
Like Amish, Jarmusch.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got it. I'll never say Jarmusch again.
Okay, good.
So you had a screening of your movie last night.
Yeah.
How did that go?
Well, I wasn't present at the screening, but I think it went well. I introduced the film and then split and then came back for a party afterwards, but it seemed pretty well received. We're very happy to have a little premiere here. It's our premiere for L.A.
Yeah. You've probably seen it 1,000 times, though, by now.
Well, yeah, even while during the editing, I've seen it 1,000 times. Then we premiered it in Cannes, we showed it in Toronto, we showed it in the New York Film Festival, and so I've seen it a lot. And also, once my films are finished and out in the theater, I never, ever look at them again. Even if I have to do, a transfer of them, I say, okay, we'll do it out of order, take the sound off. I don't want to ever see them again. I'm just done.
Yeah.
I give it all 100%.
Yeah.
And then I gotta just walk away from them.
Is it because if you see it, you might say, oh, that bit should have been done different, or you're just done with it? You just don't. What's the reason?
It's really both. It's like I gave it my best. I can't change it anymore. And, you could be editing a film forever.
Ever, yeah.
And then also, I just don't want to watch it. I have a joke. Sometimes people come up to me and say, oh, I really liked your film. And I say, oh, thanks, I haven't seen it. And I'm joking. But the point is, in a way, I haven't, because, when the beauty of a film is you go in and you don't know where this world's going to take you.
Yeah.
And you just don't know. And I love films because they're kind of like the closest thing humans have that they can make to like dreaming.
Yeah.
But if you wrote the script, you were there for the shooting, you're there in the editing room every day for months and the mix, and then, I can never enter the film without knowing what's going to happen. So
There's no dreaming for you.
it's not a dream anymore. It's almost like a mechanical device at that point, and the poetry's kind of been removed for me. But
Do you stress a lot when you're making movies?
well, it's very stressful. It's a lot of work. It's, a lot of sleepless shooting the film. We shot Patterson in like 30 days. But I love all parts of filmmaking except the financing of it and trying to beg for the money. And I don't really love promotion because I said what I wanted to say on the screen, and then people often want you to explain, well, why did you do this? And what does it mean? And I don't know what it meant. I don't know why. I don't know.
I know.
But I don't hate it. I don't want to whine about it, because when people want to talk about something you did, it's really, it's a compliment.
Yeah.
But I love, love, love preparing, shooting, and editing. I just love that work. It's great. But it is stressful.
You've done several movies.
Yeah.
And what was my question? I was going to ask you something. I forgot.
Good. I forgot the answer.
Yeah. You definitely, yeah. So, okay, it just came back to me. Because you've done several movies, why is it still hard to get finance?
Yeah, it's in a way getting harder in some ways. The world's changed so much, and the whole business side of it's so different. When I started out years ago, you could say to someone, okay, you put up the money, we'll make the film. When you make your money back, then we split it 50-50, and I can pay royalties to the people that worked on it, etc. If you even propose such a thing now, they'd laugh you out of the building. It's a totally different thing. And sometimes they treat you, and not in my case, because, people were very good producing these last two films that I did, but Yeah, it's just, sometimes they treat people like you are lucky to get to make a film and what you actually want to get paid to do it.
Yeah, yeah,
Especially documentary.
yeah.
I know some documentarists where they actually said to them, I see in the budget there's a fee for you. You really expect to get paid? It's like, wow, it's a different world. And it's hard, now there are fewer and fewer, especially in America, but all over the world, there are fewer and fewer smaller film companies to go to for financing. So it's a different world. But I was lucky because Amazon, believe it or not, they financed this film along with K5, these people in Germany, and they were so great to us. They continue to be. They never interfered. They didn't make suggestions. They were really cool about it. So
That's good. They get your artistic side.
They did. They wanted me to make my film. They didn't want me to make their films for them. So
Well, I'm sure they got a lot of bread, Amazon
that's for sure.
and Netflix. They got billions of dollars, so
Yeah.
that's good.
It's nice they put some of it back. And Amazon has some nice films. There's a film I want to see, The Handmaiden, by director Park from South Korea. I'm dying to see. But anyway, they're doing some interesting things, so that's good.
So do you like watching a lot of other people's movies?
I do. I love movies. I'm kind of a movie nerd all my life, but mostly I'm more attracted to mainstream things, and now I watch still a lot of old films from Japan or India or all over the place. I watch a lot of more marginal films. I watch some big commercial films too, but yeah, I'm kind of still devour movies. Movies and music for me are like lifeblood.
Yeah. Do you ever watch Turner Classics?
Constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They put some good stuff on there sometimes.
They do, man. I love it when they have certain, like they'll celebrate a certain actor and
Right.
it'll be like Robert Mitchum month, and
Yeah.
or they'll show film noir all day Thursday and that kind of stuff. I love them. Ben Mankiewicz, one of the announcer guys, we call him in my house Benny M, and Bob, who's the Robert Osborne, we call him Bobby O. It's like, hey, be quiet, Bobby O's on. He's introducing the film now. So yeah, I love Turner Classic movies.
Oh, you had him in one of your movies, Robert Mitchum.
I did, actually. His very last film, our film Dead Man, 20 years ago now, with Johnny Depp and Gary Farmer. And yeah, Robert
He was a
Mitchum.
classic. He was a classic, that guy.
He was amazing. And he's the only, I've met and worked with a lot of amazing people and known people. But really, Robert Mitchum was the only one that was a bit intimidating because even while we're rolling a take, I'd be thinking, oh my God, that's Robert Mitchum.
Yeah.
I'm directing him. What the hell? How did this happen? But he was fantastic and funny, so funny.
Yeah.
So self-effacing.
Yeah. I like him in his war movies. He was in some big war movies, wasn't he? Second World War movies.
He was. A lot of war movies. I like him a lot in the crime movies, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just incredible. And he never overdid anything. That's what I love about him. It's always something, a lot more going on inside him that he's revealing, but you feel it. He's not, as a character, he's not tipping his hand to the other, characters in the story. But man, what a great presence! I just love him. Yeah,
he seemed like he was up for a laugh too. He didn't take himself too seriously.
Definitely, he told me some hilarious stories, that most of them unrepeatable on the radio though, but it's really funny.
Yeah.
The other guy like that I never got to meet that I love is Lee Marvin.
Oh yeah,
huge Lee Marvin fan.
Yeah.
Incredible guy, a great actor. Point Blank is a masterpiece.
He was good in the Wild One too. He was more like the biker than Lee Marvin, if you ask me.
Yeah, he was the wilder one.
Yeah.
There's an interesting scene that I heard that the scene where they have a fight, him and Brando. Brando was a method actor, and he kept putting a little cigarette pack on the ground in front of him, Brando, as some kind of cue for his own process.
Yeah.
I don't know. And Lee Marvin kept noticing that in each take and thought, he's putting that cigarette pack there. I'm just going to go stomp on it when they say action. So he said action, and he went and like ground the thing into the dirt, and
Yeah.
then Brando went wild, and they got a great take because Brando was really furious that he messed with his little code. I don't know what he
Wow.
was doing, but Lee Marvin did a lot of cool things. I know a great story. The director of Point Blank, John Borman, told me that once they were at a party in Hollywood, and Lee got very loaded. And he said, I'm going to drive you home, Lee. They were both going to Malibu or something. And Lee Marvin climbed on the roof of John Borman's car, and he wouldn't get down. And finally, John Borman said, all right, fine, man, I'm going to drive home, and you're on the roof, so too bad, I'm driving, I'm going. And Lee's like, good, take me home, I'm up here. So they're going up the PCH, and they see the cop lights behind. Cop, John Borman pulls over. The cop walks up, looks at Lee Marvin, bends over, and says to John Borman, excuse me, sir, are you aware that you have Lee Marvin on the roof of your car? And then they finally got him off of there. But, yeah, Lee Marvin.
I remember when I was a kid in England, and he had a hit, Lee Marvin. Did you know that? I was born under a wandering star. It was actually a kind of it was in like the top 10.
Wow, I don't know. I have Robert Mitchum's Calypso record.
You'd love this song. It was from a cowboy movie.
Paint Your Wagon?
Yeah, exactly.
Born Under a Wandering Star?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, and it was actually a hit. It
Wow.
was. They every now and again when I was young, they had these kind of gimmicky songs that would creep up the charts. That was one of them, and his
Wow.
voice is amazing. It's just like, I was born under a wandering. That was his voice because he couldn't sing.
Wow, I'm going to get that.
Yeah.
But, Bob Mitchum did a record of Calypso songs, and then he made this film, Thunder Road, where he was a bootlegger, and he produced it, and he did the title track and did a record of that. And they called it Thunder, Thunder, they called it Thunder Road. And it's Robert Mitchum, really good.
Yeah. We're going to play some music. We're going to play Iggy and the Stooges, Give Me Danger.
Stooges forever.
Jim Amish.
It's close enough.
The next one, I'm going to get it.
Skeeve Johns.
That's it. I like that.
Or-
The Russian Spy, Skeeve Johns. Jonesy's Jukebox, KLOS. We'll talk about this when we come back, the Stooges documentary. Take it away.